Hello viewers, another IPO for the year 2021 is here, and that is Indigo Paints. Most of the investors are optimistic in this IPO, and talking about the Indigo Paints grey market premium that is going good and attractive. So does it mean we should subscribe to this IPO? If the answer is yes, then for long-term point of view or just for the listing gains. We will talk about this in detail. But before that, if you are new to our channel Tradomatics and haven't subscribed for then, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button right away because we don't want you to miss out any content like this. So friends, Indigo Paints IPO's fresh issue is of 300 crores equity shares, whereas their offer for sale, that is OFS, is of 58 lakh 40,000 equity shares, which means uh, all the funds that the company that will be raising through OFS will go directly to the promoters of the company who are selling their shares. Similarly, the fresh issue will be used for growth and expansion of their operations. Indigo Paints is planning to uh, raise their raise and expand their existing manufacturing unit in Tamil Nadu's Pudukkottai district. Along with the expansion, the company is also planning to purchase new tinting machines and gyro shakers. They are also planning to make repayments and prepayments of their previous borrowings through their fundraising and also for their general corporate purposes. Now let us move on to their IPO details. As you all know, the IPO is open to public from 20th January 2021, and it is going to be closed on 22nd of January 2021. The size of the IPO is 1,176 crores. The face value of the share price is 10 rupees per equity share. The price band that has been fixed by the company is between 1,480 rupees to 1,500 per equity share. The listing will happen both on National Stock Exchange as well as the Bombay Stock Exchange. To apply or subscribe in this IPO, you must have a minimum of 10 shares in one lot amounting to rupees 14,900, and an investor can subscribe for as many as 13 lots that comprising of 130 shares in each lot amounting to rupees 1,93,700 rupees. Now looking at their some of their important dates, it is something like their basis of allotment date is on 28th of January, and in case if you are not allotted any shares, then you will get your refund back by 29th of January. If you are allotted even a single lot, then the shares will be credited to your demat account on 1st of February, and the stock will make its debut on the stock exchange on 2nd of February. As we all know, their business module, that is production and distribution of paints. Now we will look at their financial statements and other reports. Let us look at the financial profits for the financial year 2018, 19, and 20. So, viewers, then it is clear here that their net profit have gradually increased from year-on-year basis. In fact, within 3 years, the profit has been almost doubled, which is very good and a strong point from investors' perspective. And now if we look at their P&L statement in detail, then we can see that their total income is been raising every year from 4,031 million in 2018 to 5,372 crores to 6,264 crores in March 2020 as of the latest data from the company's website. Talking about their profit after tax, the numbers also here look very decent. Uh, and very much attractive also. Now look at their earnings per share here. The earnings per share that is also increasing every year from 2.8 rupees in 2018 to 5.98 in 2019 to 10.61 in 2020, which is very much attractive to the investors. This the source of the uh, financial statement is on their official website. Now let us move on to their competitive advantages and comparison with their competitors in the market. Then the market share of Indigo Paints is about 2% according to this data, whereas the Asian Paints contributes much, that is around 42% to the entire 403 billion market. The Berger Paints contribution is around 12%, and Nerolac has a market of 7%, and Asco Nobel has about 5%. The reason why Indigo Paints have 2% of market is because that the company mainly operates in rural areas and small towns in tier 2 and tier 4 cities. So okay, now let us look at their future growth, which is very important to any investor. The per capita consumption of paints and coatings in all the developed and developing countries of the world, uh, uh, be it Singapore, USA, Canada, Japan, or developing countries, be it India, Vietnam, Myanmar, or Pakistan, then we can see India here. In India, we have more and very good growth potential. So, on an average for Asia Pacific, 4.7 kg of paint is consumed. Whereas, if we look at the data for developed countries, the average consumption is about 9.7 kgs, uh, which again um, which again means that there is still very much growth in the paints industry in India from consumption point of view, which now means that Indigo paint has good potential for growth. Now see, if we look at the per capita consumption of India, that is growing at 6.8% CAGR. If we look at 2012, it was about 2.6 per kg CAGR. In 2015, the CAGR was about 3.3 per kg, and in 2019, it was at 4.1 kg, which is a good sign for the management and the investors for long-term perspective. If we look at the company's growth-wise in distribution and dealership network, the numbers here are also decent and look very attractive. Now look at Asian Paint CAGR, that is around 14.9%, whereas Kansai Nerolac is about 17.3%, Berger Paints around 10%, Akzo Nobel up around minus 4.7%, and Indigo Paints at 10.4%, which is greater than Berger Paints. Not only this, but let me show you another slide. Uh, Look at their revenues from operations. Asian Paints grew at about 8.7%, whereas Indigo Paints grew about 24%. The main reason here is that Indigo Paint operates more in Tier 2 and Tier 4 cities. Sorry, Tier 2 and Tier 4 cities. And as I said, they mainly concentrate in smaller towns and rural areas from where they are planning to expand their operations through this IPO. One more thing to add up here is that the COVID pandemic, where most of the paint companies were unable to operate, Indigo Paint's growth was less affected. The reason being their presence in smaller town in India. But let me tell you, dear viewers, before subscribing to this IPO, you must also take into consideration about Indigo Paint's valuation, which is overvalued and is on higher side. If you look at their EPS, it is at 10.49, which means their price to earning ratio is 149, which is greater than their competitors. whose price earning ratio is 113.48 of Asian Paints, 127.49 of Berger Paints, whereas Kansai Nerolac Paint is about 89.30% and Noble India is about 60.54%. To conclude, their PE ratio, that is price to earning ratio, is overvalued comparing to their market share, which is about 2%, compared to Asian Paints and Berger Paints, who has a greater market share of about 42% and 12% respectively. So before investing, keep this overvaluation thing in your mind. Other than this, the company has very good fundamental and operationals. So, dear viewers, the company's fundamental and operations look very strong and attractive. If you wish to subscribe or planning to invest in this IPO, then you must go ahead and consider this as a long-term bet. And even if you are considering for listing gains, then this is the deal. The listing gains of Indigo Paints looks very much attractive. Now, if I tell you, uh, according to Money Control's news, Indigo Paints is trading at a premium of 55% in the grey market after the IPO announcement. The listing gains of Indigo Paints looks very much attractive. Just look at their grey market premium, which is looking so optimistic. On 9th of January, the premium was at around 750 rupees, which has been increased to 800 rupees on 9th of January by 5 p.m. And on 12th of January around 6 p.m. the grey market premium was around 800 to 820 rupees, whereas on 13th January around 5:30 p.m. the grey market premium is about 830 rupees. So the only thing that I am concerned about is that the company's overvaluation. Other than this, the fundamentals are very strong. If you want to subscribe for listing gains, then this is a very good deal. And one more thing, dear viewers, there is another IPO called IRFC, Indian Railway Finance Corporation, which is opening on 18th of January. If you're planning to subscribe, or invest on in that IPO, that is IRFC, then do watch this video in which we have explained all the details of the company and the operations, how the company makes profits. Uh, don't worry, the link is given in the description box below. So do let us know if you're planning to apply for Indigo Paints IPO in the comment section below. We'll be happy to know if you are planning for a long-term investment or for just for gaining day, listing day gains. Till then, goodbye and do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more such content.